the Annapurna Circuit in central Nepal. Rugged, remote, totally secluded, utterly beautiful. Hundreds of travellers from all over the world brave the harsh Nepal conditions for a taste of this natural beauty every year. But how are these two gonna go?
What's up, girl? How you doing, girl?
Ran out of shirts.
Knees weak, arms are heavy, palms are extra sweaty. Get a new fridge lead because I broke it this morning.
I am not impressed at all.
Why are you obsessed with my arm? There's a nipple over here, look.
Will they succeed or fail dramatically? It's time to find out as we follow these two on one of the most epic trails in the world. After waking up with bug bites and Bessie Sahar, Saxon and Holly make their way to Nadi Bazaar to start the trek.
We're off to a rocking start with a nice big bloody handprint on the front of the pass.
And at the start, it's lush green beauty.
Here I was thinking I packed a bit too heavy, a bit of stuff I didn't need. You know, this guy got a backpack full of chickens. Chickens! This looks rickety as fuck. And look how long it is. Jesus Christ. Why is that broken? That should not be broken. And that one. Oh my god. Down high.
Before long, donkeys are walking over their own bridges, waterfalls are aplenty, and the guys find out their guide is drunk.
Not sure if we're going the right way, we've just been following this walking ball of grass for the last 20 minutes, but so far so good. We're 100 meters in. Only
Nice.
right. Very nice.
We are buggered.
159 kilometers and 900 meters to go.
We should have trained.
Milkshakes wasn't training. Quick little water stop, Holly filtering some water from the mountain. And there's that beauty over there. What a beast. Oh, and there's weed plants everywhere, so that's kind of nice too. Really adds to the ambiance. Hey, Holly. We've been walking for 5.5 hours, and now we've got to get up that fucking thing. Are you serious? but then we get lunch. And Holly's feeling great, on top of the world. Holly, how do you feel? He's off his camera, she says. Alright, leg out.
Apparently this is the right way. But we think the guy who's leading us is drunk, so... Should be right, mate.
Day 2 starts out in peaceful serenity. But not for long. As the pair start their 15k journey to Tal.
Wow. We're going full trekking nerd. I'm on my second pair of sunnies, which I've already scratched. Now I've only worn for an hour. Fuck, it's almost 10 o'clock and we've just started because Holly's not feeling very well. Majestic waterfall, just there. But we've just realised that
waterfall.
You're not the waterfall. Get out of the way. Look, there's the waterfall. We've just realised that we have actually officially become full-blown trekking nerds. We've got trekking poles, which are actually incredibly handy. You do not have to be 80 years old to use one of these. They are great. We got the sunscreen, we got the sports shirts.
The hat, look at your hat.
We got the hat, oh yeah, the hat. No, the hat's a fashion statement. This is actually getting ridiculous. So many waterfalls. 1, 2, 3. So much majesticness. So it would appear that I have a minor skin condition here. So as you can see, 3 little flakes of skin. So we've named the one on the left, Blake the Flake.
Oh, yep.
The one in the middle is
Jim the Skin.
and the one on the right is
Matt the Flap.
Matt the Flap. So yeah, totally, definitely not procrastinating about this hill. Just got up after a nice little break. It turns out I put my bag in a pile of shit.
I am not a smart man.
Hello, mate. How you going? Is that a wink?
Hello, Papa. Hello. Oh, just found a nice place for a little pit stop here on the side of the road. We thought we'd do some science.
Mythbusters edition. Does it work?
Shut your mouth. No, it's a lie.
Mythbusted. We've been playing cards for the last couple of hours. I really just realised we got 7 aces, 6 twos, 7 sixes, 6 eights, and 1 queen. Not to mention just like weird matchups of suits.
The trek comes to a halt in Donoghue as Holly falls sick. but what a place to be sick.
Building a farm. It's good.
Day 2 of living inside because Holly's sick. We want her to get better. And well, we've just found one of my potato cheese balls here, which are amazing, by the way. If you ever come here, you gotta check them out. Looks like a dragon with a little monkey foot. So he's got a head and tail. So yeah, things are moving quickly here.
After a couple of days, they're back on the road. And the trek to Sjöman is bushland and rushing creeks.
It's 5 a.m. and I'm gonna leave ya, babe. And the sparrows are singing on the garden shed. Seems nothing's understood in this life, but at the time it takes on. And you don't get it back, just gotta get out of bed. There's something in my head or my heart, and someone needed there from the very start. Shadows on the sea, I got a record in my brain that was broken long ago. It's been skipping my whole life, and now the needle's gone free. The writing's on the wall, I got a devil in my soul that I need to exercise. I'm becoming the man I never wanted to be. Nothing's gonna change but who we are. Nothing's gonna change, just the sun and the stars.
I've only just realised that I have a little snack station right there. How convenient, whenever you need it, boom, you got a snack. To give you an idea of what it looks like outside our room, there's just this giant wall. It's massive. Absolutely massive. And it's like vertical. Look at that. Check that out. And some big prayer flags. We like prayer flags. I like prayer flags. So this morning we started in Donoghue. We started in Donoghue this morning and made our way to Sjöman, which was about 11 kilometers. And we've arrived at the Hotel Garden something. It's pretty nice. Got a nice little hut. Accommodation's free, we just have to pay for food, which is a good little tip for anyone planning on doing this trek. Sjöman itself is very beautiful, as you can see behind me. Lots of mountains and also lots of clouds. But hopefully they'll bugger off in the morning and we can actually see some decent mountains. Because I think up there, there's some good mountain. There's some good mountain up there, mate. So last night, we hung our clothes up thinking that'll be a good idea. We'll air them out. What do you know? Condensation, all the clothes are wet. So I've jimmied up a nice little clothesline on the old backpack. The old mobile clothesline. Yeah. Classic.
The next day, the two leave Charme to the next village. And along the way, they're treated with incredibly high rock walls, even more stunning waterfalls, and Nepalese culture.
We stopped in somewhere for lunch. Look at how fancy this place is. Holly's got the old dal bhat. I got some egg fried rice, which looks delicious, and is going cold because I'm recording this. And look at this banging view with an apple farm, some prayer flags, and two massive waterfalls.
They pass one of the most beautiful parts of Annapurna, the gateway to heaven. Locals believe that souls begin their journey to the afterlife by following this great rock face.
It's such a pain in the ass bending down to pick up trekking poles and you've got a big pack on. For the little things. Anyway, where did we come from today?
Sjöman.
Where are we going? We're almost there. It's been lots of uphills. Our GPS kind of fooled us and was like, oh no, it's all downhill from here, don't worry about it. But it wasn't.
There are, of course, many rock cairns along the trail. They mark trails and routes and also have spiritual significance to locals. As Saxon and Holly stay and wake in yet another tea house, they get their first glimpse at Annapurna 2.
Producing, ladies and gentlemen, the world's worst colour scheme.
Ended up staying at the hotel with the worst colour scheme in the world, but it does have a pretty good view. Good morning, Annapurna 2. You sexy thing. So it's 7:15 and it's bloody freezing, but we've gotten up nice and early so that we can hopefully see some good mountains before the clouds come in and bugger up the views. You can kind of see up to the back if it's going to focus. If it's going to focus, there are, behind that tree anyway, there's a massive mountain. It's pretty nice. And if I keep talking for a minute, you might be able to see it. Look at that. Oh mate, that's a money shot. That's so fresh.
It's too early. Saxon, what are you listening to?
Absolutely nothing. This is the best place I had for him, so I just stuck him in.
Whatever, you're trying to look cool.
Unbeknownst to them, they're about to take on a big day. The trek to Nawa is tough, with the highest hills the couple are yet to endure. But the mountains that surround them are some of the best that Annapurna has to offer.
I'm just here eating my dal bhat in peace. There's a nice view. And I've just realised Holly looks remarkably like an undercover cop. Right, so we're in Nawa after a big day. It was like 7 hours. We started at 7 o'clock this morning and finished at, I don't know, 3 p.m. This is a pretty decent one. And we've really been missing the luxuries. But tonight we are spoiling ourselves. We have some crackers, brought all the way from Kathmandu. And we have a little bit of yak cheese, which is interesting for anyone that hasn't had yak cheese before.
It's actually quite nice.
And we have regular
Sliced cheese.
floppy sliced cheese. So yeah, for anyone wondering what yak cheese tastes like,
Bloody good.
it's bloody good. Oh no, I got crumbs all through my mustache.
Crumbs like the bloody carpet.
Now there's crumbs all over the bloody carpet. How embarrassing. To explain yak cheese, it's like
sharp, crumbly parmesan. Mate, yak cheese for the win. This one I call the sharp and crumbly with cracked pepper combo. Bon apple tea. I missed the camera.
The two decide to spend the next day resting in the peaceful serenity of Nawa. In Nepal and many other parts of Asia, you'll encounter the locals wearing dokos. Baskets woven out of bamboo with head straps to take the load off of shoulders. You may also see white tourists trimming their mustaches. Another thing you'll almost definitely spot on the Annapurna Trail is a very little known green plant called marijuana. There are many cows and baby calves in these tiny little villages, and if you're lucky, you might get a kiss from them.
Alright, so we're on a mission to get a photo of these baby cows. They're so fluffy and they're really young and they're looking pretty vulnerable, so we're going to try and pounce on it and get some photos. What do you reckon, Holly? Right, it's Nat Geo up in this beach here with Dave Attenborough. We've got some baby cows over here. They're just hanging out, you know, eating some grass, doing general baby cow stuff. So now we've just been following this baby cow for the last 10 minutes. It's so cute. Hello. Oh, he's coming back in for the camera sniff. Oh, and he gets the camera sniff. You bloody little ripper, mate. You bloody little ripper. Oh, he's getting kisses as well. As fun as the baby cow expedition was, we wore socks and thongs, and as a result,
Spending the rest of our day.
very burry socks. So as Holly put so eloquently,
Spending the rest of our day picking out the bears.
funny story. I washed my hair last night. Not really that funny, but I left my, I lost my earring, which as you can see, I have retrieved. It's just a real old school shower. It's just got a pipe that runs from the bottom of the shower out the back down into the valley below. Upon realizing my earring was lost, I was like, Holly, we're gonna have to jump outside and go down and have a look. So I jumped out the window, walked down through all the spiky bushes, couldn't see my earring anywhere. I was like, oh no. And you know, this is night time, so it's just a real bag of dicks, the whole situation. Our plan was like, you know what, we'll do it in the morning, sweep it under the rug for now, don't worry about it. We asked the owner, we said, oh, by the way, Saxon lost his earring. And he goes, oh, what, this? And lo and behold, my earring is back. And you know, it's not just any kind of earring, all right? It's made of yak horn. It's very cool. Look at that. Damn, I got that in lay. So that's like a souvenir in a way for me. Holly's doing her washing, and I'm just watching the view. I don't know if it's gonna work, but you can kind of not see shit. Perfect.
Another night, another tea house. This one proving that WWE have fans everywhere. Even in the mountains of Nepal. The next day, it's back on the road to Manang as the pair get closer and closer to their biggest challenge on the trail, Tarong Pass.
Alright, so we're halfway through the day from Nawal to Manang, and taking a little break. We started really early at about, what time? 7?
Yeah.
It was pretty cold, but we're treating ourselves today. We have a sea buckthorn juice. It's a local juice made out of these little berry things. We're going to try it for the first time. Holly, would you like to do take the honours on this one?
Mm-hmm.
No reacts.
Okay.
Okay, no reacts from Holly.
It's actually pretty nice.
Sea buckthorn juice.
Pretty fucking good.
Pretty fucking good. Get a glass in you today.
2 days out from the dreaded pass, it was time to get serious.
The air is so thin up here. It's really hard to breathe actually. It's like you can't get a full breath. And then you finally get your breath back, and then you sneeze, and you've lost your breath again. And I mean, the views don't help either because they're just absolutely breathtaking. Just did a squat in the bush. Gotta say, probably the best place I've ever done a poo in my entire life. Finally got these buggers off the road after like 20 minutes of banging my sticks together and telling them to bugger off. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Don't you fucking come down here. Especially you with the big horns. Don't even bloody think about it. Alright? Yeah, cheers. Right, so it's Friday the 28th of September, around 5 p.m. We're at 4,500 meters at Torong Base Camp. It's been a really tough day, went through some landslide areas and whatnot. We've got about 2 days until we do the pass, which is at 5,416 meters, so that is a very big challenge that awaits us. And what not a better time for Holly to have big blisters. She's got blisters the size of 50 cent pieces on her heels, and we both come down with some serious gastro in what seems to be incredible timing. I think we ate a little bit too much yak cheese. So, I mean, the worst part about it, right, is there's not even any toilet seats here to, like, you know, sit on and just relax and you know, work out your problems. It's, you got to squat, and it's just not, it's not ideal. But you know what? It wouldn't be fun if it wasn't a challenge. So, and the main thing is no altitude sickness. No, it doesn't look like we've got any symptoms of altitude sickness, despite being 4.5 kilometers above sea level, where I think oxygen concentration is like, I don't know, 50%, something, maybe even lower. So of what it is at sea level. So yeah. Anyway, a little bit of an update for you. Alright, so a little pre-pass interview here before we climb up almost 1 kilometer. Holly, how are you feeling today?
Not very good.
Not very good. And how are those blisters going?
Not very good.
Not very good. Yeah, well, say that to my gastro. Yeah.
How am I going to talk to you, gastro? It's so great.
I'll just pull my pants down and you can talk straight to it.
Stop it.
Okay.
Don't put that in.
I'll cut that out. I've basically just been motivating Holly with a roast chicken. I'm telling her there's a roast chicken at the top of the hill.
I know there's not. Why would there be roast chicken up there?
Okay, look, let's not get into the technicalities of it.
I hope there's roast chicken up there though.
And that's been Holly and Saxon for a pre-post interview on the pass. We'll do another one when we get to the top. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
Torong Pass is 5,460 meters above sea level. The air is well below freezing and oxygen levels are extremely low.
That has got to be the world's longest prayer flag. Let's see if I can zoom in on that bitch with my gloves on. Look at this. Boom. That has got to be like 200 meters. Just bloody massive, mate. Almost as massive as those mountains.
Unlike the rest of the trail, the trek to the top isn't so scenic. It's an empty, rock-filled terrain, which provides no distractions from the giant mission on the way up. After hours of blister-filled climbs, the end is in sight.
Bang! High five. where do we begin? Well, I just started a video with my nose because my gloves are way too thick.
Popsicle of a nose.
My popsicle of a nose.
Tea's so good.
We got tea. We're at 5,416 meters.
And our legs got us here.
I'm so happy right now. Oh my god. What a mission. How long's it been? 11 days?
8 or 9.
8 or 9 days of actually trekking, but 11 days including sick days.
I don't know anymore.
Okay. Well, it's been a lot of days. And a lot of ups and downs.
Literally.
Literally.
Mentally.
But we're here. Mentally, emotionally and physically. But we're here, so we've probably got another 2 days of trekking until we jump on the bus back to Pokhara. So, yeah, but we made it. Absolutely stoked. Absolutely stoked. Any words?
There's no roast chicken up here, so.
There's no roast chicken. I did promise Holly roast chicken up here, but there is a nice hot tea. And it's definitely below zero up here because there's ice and snow. So, yeah. But, yeah, absolutely stoked.
Right, turn it off with your nose. Go on.
And just a little side note while we are here, Holly and I absolutely blitzed it. We started at 6 a.m. We beat people that started at 3:30. They still haven't even got here. And this whole time Holly's like, oh, we're so unfit. But
I'm so unfit.
I'm pretty sure we're pretty bloody fit now. So, yeah, probably the fittest I'm ever going to be. By the time we get back to Australia, it's going to be like, KFC, milkshakes.
Oh, yum.
Oh, mate. Roast chicken. Lots of potatoes.
What goes up must come down. And as these two begin their descent, tiredness starts to set in and knees begin to crumble.
Stop videoing me. Let me up. Stop.
Why are you stuck?
I can't get up.
Come on.
Stop it. Help me.
Muscles.
Stop it.
Get it, muscles. Get it. Get it.
Ow.
Chin up, soldier. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Right, so I injured my knee in a, what do you call it? Whitewater rafting incident in New Zealand like 2 years ago, and I kind of just swept the problem under the rug. And I figured, nah, you know what? It'll fix itself. Turns out it hasn't fixed itself, and going downhill is very painful. So what I'm actually doing now is just going uphill backwards, or actually going downhill backwards. But it doesn't hurt, so that's good. I look like a bit of an idiot, and I'm probably gonna axe myself, but the knee's happy. We've come down 800 meters and we've got another 960 meters to go. And I'm pretty sure we're going to that little green spot down the bottom, right down there. And I'll tell you what, in this dry, barren, wasteland, Mars looking place, it looks like the promised land. Check it out. They got heaps of these up here. Quick way to boil your water. Actually, probably not so quick. Just chuck it in the solar heater thing. I bet that kettle's getting real good reception.
After a long and unforgettable day, they stumble upon the Bob Marley Hotel, a fellow Aussie called Mitch, and a dog called Charlie.
Alright, so this is Charlie. Hello, Charlie. Charlie, he doesn't respond to Charlie because he's only been named Charlie for a week. Because our friend Mitch here basically adopted the dog, accidentally, I think. And it's followed him for the last, what? How far, you reckon, like 40 kilometres?
Oh, to Tilicho and back as well.
So at least 60 kilometres. Beautiful doggo. Yeah, Charlie. Good boy. Good boy, Charlie. Don't eat that. That's my foot. The great thing about these guest houses is that generally you can negotiate a free bed for just to buy, you buy dinner, buy breakfast, and you get a free bed. But I'm pretty sure they never ever wash them. Like, this has got some gnarly stains. And to be honest, I've left some stains. I've left some stains on some bed sheets. What are you laughing about?
What kind of stains?
Oh, you don't want to. You know what kind of stains.
What have you been
Oh
doing?
yeah, you know. And this horsey blanket, I feel like this horsey blanket, it's seen some shit. Like, it's been through some shit. And I don't know if this horsey blanket has ever been washed. But to be honest, I'm so exhausted.
Don't care.
And I've been in Nepal and India for so fucking long.
Don't care.
Don't care. Bring on the cum stains. Bring it all on.
Chalky milk stains.
Chalky milk stains.
You're
Come
so
on,
gross.
stains. Bring it on. Yeah.
So gross sometimes.
Yeah. Bring it on.
The end.
My lips are really glossy
Because
because Holly just put
pawpaw cream.
pawpaw cream all over them because
They're dry.
they're dry
To help you.
to help me and my lips. And my whole face has been moisturised as well. I'm feeling pretty. And now I'm getting, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Damn, it really sets off my eyes.
Did we start good?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So we did 14 kilometres today, 1 kilometre uphill, 2 kilometres downhill. The uphill was not so bad. Downhill was gnarly. My knee, I copped it real bad. It's 7:30 p.m. at night and some dickhead is using a drop saw to cut timber like 2 or 3 doors down. Like, what are you doing, mate? 7:30?
I thought it was later than 7:30. Don't you?
Yeah, no, it feels like
It was like 11.
11. We started trekking at what?
It's 11 in Australia, so they need to stop.
Yeah. We woke up at 4:30 because sleeping at altitude is really difficult. You just wake up all the time because the air's thin. You wake up and be like, I actually had tears of joy rolling down my face when we got to the pass. That's how happy I was. It's been a big fucking day. Alright, so it looks like yesterday was our last day of trekking. Trekked from Torongpedi to Muktinath, 14 kilometres. So a real gnarly day, took us 10 hours and we've pretty much called it here. We're going to catch a jeep to Jomsom and then try and hire a motorbike and ride from Jomsom back to Pokhara over about 2 days. Failing that, we'll catch a jeep or a local bus, which will be about 15 hours. Very bittersweet. Kind of want to keep trekking, but at the same time our knees are not happy at all and we are on a bit of a tight time schedule. First it was the buses getting in a bit of a tight situation, and now check this fucking landslide out for size. It turns out our trek is not finished. Looks like the bus was going to be stuck there for at least 3 to 4 hours. So back on the trail, 3:30 p.m. already, so we've probably got about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of sunlight left. But we are at a much lower altitude. We're only at 2160 meters now, so it shouldn't be too cold at night. 8 k's to go, so yeah, yippee. And suddenly it all makes sense why we're meant to trek. Hello. Hello. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Saxon proceeds to sing and bar at these poor souls for a solid 2 minutes.
Bye bye, baby, baby, bye bye.
I won't make you sit through all of it like I did.
Right, so we trekked for about 4 kilometres, and as luck would have it, we've now managed to hitchhike for the next 3 Ks. It's a little bit bumpy, but definitely not complaining.
Today's bus, as you can see, wheels are in great nick.
And the back one over here, it's got a few more holes as well.
Just bloody beautiful. Another classic fucking Nepalese standoff with the tractor. It's finally decided to reverse. But we are about a foot from the river down there.
After a long day of multiple transportation, the trek was officially over, and it was time to celebrate the Aussie way.
So there's a bit of a misunderstanding here between us and the barman about happy hour for cocktails. So instead of getting 1 margarita and 1 pina colada, buy one get one free, right? So if we buy a margarita, we get a pina colada for free. So we order them. What happens? 2 of each.
I am not impressed at all.
So, crisis with the 4 cocktail drink saga averted. Holly is just drinking 3 out of 4 cocktails. Holly, how you feeling? Just here walking through the streets of Pokhara with my girlfriend who has no shoes on, because she chucked her Mother Teresa and gave some street kid her shoes.
But I do have caramel popcorn.
She does have caramel popcorn.
Papa.
Namaste, namaste.
Namaste, motherfucker.
Namaste right here, motherfucker.
Annapurna is on the bucket list of explorers and hikers all over the world. And it's not hard to see why. It will test your limits and make you hurt. But it will reward you with the best natural beauty this world has to offer. And if there's one thing we've learned from watching these two, it's that anyone can do Annapurna and absolutely crush it.